Ethan Cole was calibrating a mining drill when the boy stumbled into his workshop. Small for a Thraxxian, jade-green scales dulled by fear, golden eyes desperate. He clutched a cracked armor plate against his chest, bioluminescent fluid leaking between his claws. Behind him, 3 massive Thraxxian hunters emerged from the tree line, their obsidian armor glinting in the twin suns. The boy whispered one word in broken standard, "Please." Ethan had seconds to choose. He pulled the boy inside and sealed the door. Ethan Cole had chosen isolation 5 years ago after his daughter died while he was off-world on contract. He wasn't there when she needed him most, and the guilt carved him hollow. He took this posting on Kes 4, a remote mining colony, to escape human voices and human judgment. The Thraxxians shared the planet but maintained strict separation reptilian warriors whose culture revolved around honor and bloodline. Their young underwent the rite of first armor, receiving ceremonial plates that bonded with their natural scales. The boy in his workshop was named Keshthal. Through halting translation software, Ethan learned the plate had shattered during the rite ceremony. In Thraxxian culture, this meant weak bloodline, exile, death in the wastelands. Restoration was considered impossible. The plates were bioorganic alloys, living tissue fused with forged metal. But Ethan was an engineer who specialized in molecular welding. He'd fixed impossible things before. The hunters pounded on his door, demanding surrender. Treaty protocols prevented them from breaching human structures without authorization, but that authorization was coming. Ethan had maybe 2 hours before the 3 suns set, the deadline for completing the rite. He examined the plate under magnification and saw 3 layers of different materials. The fracture running deep, the biological components dying. Standard welding would destroy it. He needed precision and speed. As he worked with microlasers and nutrient gel, he thought of his daughter. He wouldn't fail another child. The final weld completed just as the workshop security system screamed its warning. The door exploded inward. 3 Thraxxian warriors stormed inside, each 8 feet of armored fury. Their leader carried a ceremonial blade that hummed with lethal energy. Keshthal scrambled behind Ethan, who stood between them despite every instinct screaming to move. "Human, you interfere with Thraxxian law," the lead hunter growled. "Move aside or be removed." Ethan's voice stayed steady. "The plate is restored. The rite can be completed." The hunters froze. Impossible. The leader ripped the plate from Keshthal's hands, examining it with disbelief. The fracture was gone. The runes glowed brighter than before. More than restored, enhanced. How? Ethan didn't explain. He gestured for Keshthal to step forward. The hunter placed the plate against the boy's chest, following ancient protocol despite his shock. The moment of contact triggered something unexpected. The plate flared with brilliant light, its runes igniting in cascading patterns. Keshthal gasped as golden light erupted from every etched line, spreading across his scales like wildfire. The workshop flooded with radiance. The hunters stepped back, aggression shifting to something like reverence. The lead hunter's blade lowered. "This is the mark of the Ascendant," he whispered, voice carrying awe and fear. "Not seen in 3 generations." Keshthal stared at his chest where the armor plate pulsed with steady, powerful light. The lead hunter turned to Ethan, his words careful and weighted. "Human, you do not know what you have done. The mark appears only when an ascendant bloodline awakens, warriors destined to lead, to unite our people. This child was judged weak. You have proven our judgment false." He paused, then knelt. The others followed. "You have awakened what we nearly destroyed. By Thraxxian law, you are now Keshthal's bloodshield, his protector and honored kin. This bond cannot be broken." Ethan was stunned. He just wanted to help a scared kid. The hunter rose, expression now respectful. When the ascendant rises, so too rises his shield. You will be remembered, Ethan Cole. The hunters escorted them to the Thraxxian settlement, a place no human had entered before. Towering structures carved from living stone integrated with massive trees. Thraxxians lined the pathways in silence, watching the procession. At the central council chamber, ancient elders waited, their armor plates grown into elaborate natural fortifications. The lead elder examined Keshthal with multifaceted eyes. The mark is genuine. Keshthal carries the bloodline of Thrax the Uniter, first of our kind to forge peace among warring clans. We believe this line extinct, he turned to Ethan. You restored not just armor but destiny itself. You acted from simple compassion. This is the truest form of honor. The council declared Ethan bloodshield and granted him unprecedented statusful rights within Thraxxian society, free movement between both peoples. They began formal diplomatic discussions with the human colony, something they'd refused for decades. Ethan became the bridge between species. Keshthal insisted Ethan remain close during his training. The boy lost his fear, replaced by quiet determination. Ethan taught him engineering and human philosophy. In turn, Keshthal taught Ethan about Thraxxian honor and history. The relationship became genuinely familial. Ethan, who couldn't save his daughter, found himself protecting another child across species boundaries. It didn't erase his grief, but transformed it into purpose. 3 years later, Ethan's workshop was no longer isolated. It had become a gathering place where humans and Thraxxians collaborated, sharing knowledge neither possessed alone. Keshthal, now taller and stronger, visited regularly. His armor plate glowing with the ascendant mark, he credited Ethan with teaching him that strength isn't just physical power, it's the willingness to help regardless of consequence. Thraxxian culture was shifting, influenced by this human concept of compassionate intervention. The elders documented Ethan's story in their historical records as a pivotal moment. The human who awakened the ascendant and proved honor transcends species. Ethan remained humble. He'd fix something broken because that's what engineers do. He'd helped a scared child because that's what decent people do. On quiet evenings, he sat with Keshthal overlooking the settlement, watching both peoples work together. The boy asked what he was thinking. Ethan smiled, thinking of his daughter, of guilt transformed into purpose, of how one choice cascades into the future. I'm thinking, he said, that sometimes fixing the small things fixes everything. Sometimes fixing the small things fixes everything.